Guys, what's up? Today I'd like to introduce you to this beautiful wine cabinet that I received in exchange for an honest review. And let me tell you, this thing has been just so beautiful. This is the box that it came in, and I'm going to take you just through the assembly process. This is what everything looked like when I pulled it out. I was able to easily put this all together by myself, worked really quickly. Everything was easy to navigate. Everything was labeled really well. You can see here the letters that are on everything just makes it super easy. There are markings for each place that you put any kind of screw, and so that just made it super simple. Like here, I was starting out by adding the little door openings to one of the pieces, so those screw in really easily. They do provide all of the tools that you need as well. I did add a drill when using mine, so I would start everything with the screwdrivers and then I would move on to using the drill, and it was just an extra handy bit. You can do it with the screwdrivers that are included though without a problem. Everything comes together really easily, super simple to follow the directions, which I really appreciated. But you can see here it's already coming together really quickly. You just follow the instructions exactly as they are in the book. Each of the pieces were easy to navigate. And in addition, there are extras of each of like the different types of screws. So if you happen to drop one and lose it or something, you're going to have the extras there that you need, which was really nice. So you can see here, I'm just literally showing you each of the steps in order to put this together so that you can see how it works. Like with this one, it was super easy to screw everything in. This is the place where each of these go. Now there are three different options for the height of the interior shelf, and that's what you can choose there, just depending on how high you want the shelf that you're using. You'll choose one of those three different height options, and you can also change that later really easily without a problem. So then we move on to screwing the feet in, which you can see here. You can just do with your fingers. It's super simple, moves really fast. I think the whole assembly probably took me about 30 minutes, so it didn't take long at all. And you can see it's really starting to come together now, starting to really take shape after a little bit. Initially, it's just kind of adding different things to specific boards first, and then you start to put the other pieces together. So make sure when you're following the instructions that you look at exactly which holes you're supposed to be using, because that is really specific. And then we're just going to throw this next piece on, which is another foot in the front. So it's got three pieces to it, and it's going to go right there in the front to help balance and make sure it doesn't tip forward. What I noticed after I put that on for myself was that I needed to adjust the two other feet to not be so tight so that it was level. So all that's really easily adjustable, very simple to follow. And then we're going to attach this next large piece to really bring the full kind of cabinet together before we add the shelves, which is super simple to do. Just adding a few screws in, and then it's all in place, and we're ready to attach the backside to it. And then we're going to follow that up with adding the shelves as the last piece. So you can see the tools, super easy to use, all the screws go in really well. And here on one of the shelf pieces, we're going to add the different like wine rack sliders. So I suppose you could leave these off if you weren't going to use it for wine glasses, but I think it's a really beautiful addition, and you're going to see at the end I really love how my wine glasses hang on this. So for this one, you want to remember to put the wider ends toward the edges, and the smaller ends go near each other in the middle. And then you can see that that's what that's going to look like completed. So really nice. All the materials feel really heavy duty as well, so I really appreciate that about this piece. The next thing we're going to do here is put the pieces of the door together, and This is really simple. We're just going to add a handle to the middle and then a magnet at both the top and the bottom, and you'll see little drill holes on the door as well for each of those places for the magnet. And then from there, we're going to insert some of the shelving pieces to really kind of bring this home. And then after that, the last thing we'll do is add the door. So these are the different shelving pieces. You're just going to hold them up here. I like to get one screw just kind of started to help me balance that, and then the rest go in super easily. You can see all of the shelves here looking great. And then this is the one that's adjustable if you want to move it around. I have it on the middle piece there. And then you can see from the back side of this, after it's put together, how all of that is going to look. And then we've got the door installation, and this little plastic piece is important. You're going to put that on I think it's the lower side, and it makes it super simple to just slide the door in. And from there, you guys, we have the finished piece. Isn't this beautiful? I absolutely love it. I really liked adding my plants around it as well. I just love to have the pops of green color nearby. And then there's just so much space for as many bottles of wine or other things that you'd like to have in the cabinet. And then you have the wine glasses, and it's just really gorgeous and a lovely piece for my home, and I'm so thankful for it. Anyway, I hope this was helpful for you, and I really hope you have a great day.